If you're considering buying a 2018 or 2019 Mustang GT, there's a ton of options available for these cars. You know, where a base model car can be had in the 30s, a fully loaded Performance Pack 2 is going to run you over $50,000. Now, if you're looking at options, the one option many people consider is the 401A Premium. The main reason to get that is the LCD cluster. So today we're going to show you the cluster, show you everything it does, and you can decide if it's worth it if you're buying a new Mustang GT. When I bought my 2018 Mustang GT, there were two options I had to have. I wanted Performance Pack and I wanted the MagneRide suspension. The cluster, honestly, I went back and forth on because I really wasn't sure it was worth the extra money to get the premium package, which gave me things I really didn't want. Well, as soon as I saw the cluster, I had to have it, and we're going to show you why. You know, when you get in your car, the only thing you're going to see in the cluster when you first sit in is just the mileage. But as soon as you push the start button, it's going to come to life. Now this is going to be the base setup for the cluster. Now the cluster does so many different things. We're going to try to cover most of them in this video, but the biggest thing is the mode changes, as the cluster is actually going to change based on whatever mode the car is set up in. For example, this is your normal mode. And you go into Sport Plus, you can see it actually changes the tachometer. It makes the tach a lot more obvious in the screen, but keeps the round speedometer. We go to track mode. Now you can see again, the tachometer is going to be your focal point. It goes to a digital tach at the bottom corner, and then also the digital speedometer. And drag strip mode is going to keep it the exact same way as before. And you have your snow and wet, and then normal, which again takes it back to the original setup. Now, one of the other cool things this has is the pony button feature, where you can actually customize this cluster. So if you prefer the look of the drag strip setup or the track setup, but want that for normal driving, that's also an option. Now, here's some of the features of it in the standard normal mode. As you can see, we've got our speedometer, we have our tachometer, we have both digital readouts and analog style readouts for both. You have your odometer at the bottom along with your miles to empty. You're going to have your gas gauge, and you also have your normal temperature gauge. Now, across the top, you're getting outside temperature, whatever's on your stereo, along with a compass. Now, if you do use navigation, right where you have the stereo things at the top there, it's going to give you your navigation controls as well. Now, you notice there's a big blank area in the middle of the cluster. That's where you can customize this cluster again for more ways to make it unique to yourself. You click your pony button. You can go down to gauges. Now, basically here, this will allow you to add more gauges to the car. You've got air fuel, axle oil, cylinder head, oil pressure, inlet temp, vacuum, and voltage. So basically, click the ones that you'd like to add. And click Show My Gauges. And now those gauges are going to be in the middle of your cluster. Again, you can add any of those gauges you want. You can actually put all 5, at which point you'd hit the up and down buttons and it'll roll through. But here you can see we're getting our readouts, and then you have the gauges themselves. Now we have the gauges that we want. Let's go ahead and do a little more customization. We can go down to my color, and now you can pick different colors. Now this is going to give you different colors for the cluster, but also tie in your ambient light for the car. So primary color, you can see you have all these, and you can actually choose a custom color, but we're going to go with red for a primary color. A secondary color, we're going to go with the blue. You can see it changes all the details in there, and again, all those colors are fully customizable. You can choose the colors that it comes with, or you can go to My Color. My Color setup, you can actually make your own color. So let's go into secondary. And here again is where you can actually adjust you can choose all these different hues for your setup. Here we're going to show you how to adjust the cluster as far as picking which mode you want. Again, we're going to hit the pony button, go into cluster appearance. Now the way we have it now is change with drive mode. So like I showed you in the beginning, if you change to track or you change to sport mode, it changes the cluster. But here, you can actually lock it into one of those modes. So if you prefer the sport mode, you can click on sport, and the cluster is going to stay in the sport mode all the time, regardless of what mode you're in. They have all your normal settings, your day trip, your stuff like that. You also, like I said, the nav is built into the screen. It's also built into your main screen. If you click nav, it's going to bring it up in the middle of the cluster. Say we want to go home, we can click that.
Please proceed to the highlighted route.
And it'll actually bring up the directions right in the middle of the screen. Right now I'm going to show you a few more features of this cluster. We're going to again hit the pony button because that's what runs everything with this cluster. We showed you the gauges, we showed you the appearance. Launch control, I think we know what that is by now. That is basically allows you to floor the car, but it will hold it at a preset RPM, basically for launching at the drag strip. Shift indicator, you have a built-in shift light. You can set that for whatever RPM you want it at. You can make a tone, and then you can basically set the shift light off the tachometer or whatever mode you're using for it. Track apps, acceleration timer, there's your line lock, all your brake performance. And then here is MyMode. Now MyMode allows you to really kind of decide exactly what you want the cluster to do. And click show status. It's showing me where my shift point is set at, where my shift light's set at. Showing me that I have my steering on normal, I have my suspension on normal, shows me I have my launch control at 3300, and I have the cluster on the normal mode. Now you can actually go through here and make changes to this and then determine exactly where you want it to be. So you can change it to sport steering. We'll change this to sport as well. So now I've changed the cluster and it changed my suspension. Now if I decide this is the way I want my normal mode to be, simply hold OK. And that'll save it, and every time you get in the car, you'll get this setup. Now, hopefully that gives you a better idea of what the cluster is actually capable of if you get the 401 Premium option. Now again, when I bought this car, I wasn't sure I wanted the cluster, but I ordered it anyway, and I'm so glad that I did. It's one of my actual favorite features of the car. I absolutely love it. Now the factory clusters to me look dated. I really miss this cluster if I'm not driving this car. Now, these have become so popular, people are actually even retrofitting them into the previous models. But if you're considering an 18 through 19 Mustang, the 401A option, in my opinion, is definitely worth it for the LCD cluster. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure you click on the CJ button so you subscribe for future videos, and click the corner up here for more videos for your Mustang.